But remember when when we were first podcasting and I would bring a pencil
Yes.
and talk to get my mouth cleared up?
Yeah, I do remember that.
I need to probably get back to those basics.
Yeah, maybe.
Just say yeah, maybe.
Yeah, maybe. All right.
Okay. Hey, everybody, and welcome to the Almost Amazing Podcast. We're so excited that you're here with us today. We've got some good news and some bad news.
Yes. I'm not sure what the good news is. The bad news is that we're taking a couple weeks off. Like, I'm not sure how you plan to soften that, but we want to finish the year out strong. And in order to do so, we need to take a couple weeks off, make sure we have our interviews lined up so that we can finish out 2023 the best that we can imagine possible. And so we do want to encourage you to go back and listen to some episodes. Maybe if you missed some episodes, you can go back and listen, or maybe if you really enjoyed one. But at this point, our archive is so large, surely you can find something you haven't heard. Like, surely scroll back a little bit and you're going to find something you haven't listened to. So we'd love for you to go back and do that. But please stick with us. It's only going to be a couple of weeks. We're not gone forever, but we just need to catch up a little bit so that we can finish strong. And yes, if you have somebody that you'd like for us to talk to, please email us at podcast@res.org. If you have any connections with anybody that is in ministry, maybe they're authors or they run a ministry that you think is great or whatever, if you've got a connection, please send them our way. We love talking to our church family, but we also love opening up sometimes to talk to people outside of our church family, but part of the larger body of Christ. So send them our way. And if you see Jennifer, please remind her that this break we're taking is not so that she can take a break from setting up interviews.
Exactly.
She needs to pretend that we're not taking a break so that she will continue to line up interviews.
Right.
So that we will come back stronger and ready to complete 2023.
We're not running out of people to interview. We're running out of people that I run into in my regular schedule.
We're running out of people that Jennifer has spoken to about interviewing. But
I like running people in the grocery store now. I'm like, hey, what are you? Oh, those ribs are really good. Hey, listen, do you have a little
What's
bit
our
of time?
dream list? Who do we want to talk to?
We do need a dream list.
Yeah.
And at this point, I actually am not sure who that is.
Yeah.
Maybe we need to make one.
Yes.
So
I think there's people within our church that have a lot of great things to say. And I need to get better at writing down names because I'll be like you, out and about or at a church event or something, like, oh my gosh, we should talk to that person. They'd have so many great things to say. And then I just totally forget. And
right.
so.
I'm the same way. But the good news is, I didn't want to forget this part. When people say we've got some bad news and some good news, the good news is never that great.
Well, you had no good news.
I think I do have good news.
Oh.
We do have some really great guests lined up.
Already
Touched base with that you guys are going to really enjoy.
Mm-hmm.
And it's getting close to the holidays.
Yeah.
That's the good news.
That is the good news.
For me, it is. I love this time of year.
Yeah.
As soon as we're past Halloween, I'm not a big fan of Halloween. I don't like scary movies.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like listen, skeletons have become the up on the shelf.
They're everywhere.
Of Halloween.
Oh
and they're
gosh.
always up to nothing good.
Yeah.
And they're in the front of everyone's yard.
Ugh.
Can we, what happened to the big blow up characters?
My kids
were so fun.
Begged for Halloween decorations.
Big Frankenstein, big pumpkins.
Yeah.
I mean, we even got into fun little monsters that come off the snow. What's that called? The snow monster?
Abominable Snowman?
Yes. I mean, and people have blow up Elsas and princesses, but no, we've moved to two things.
Yes.
Skeletons up to no good. They have absolutely no accountability.
Yeah.
And giant crazy monsters.
Okay. Related. When is it appropriate for a business or a public space to put up Christmas decorations?
When is it appropriate, like the time?
When is it acceptable?
You fuss about this every year, Justin, and we've only been doing this show.
Tell me if I'm being unreasonable.
You are.
I was at the Apple Store, Highland Village, on October 17th.
I know.
And they had a full-blown Christmas tree and is that not too early?
You know what I think it was? I don't think they were actually putting up the decorations. I think they were just checking to see if the lights worked.
Yeah, right, whatever. No, they had everything.
They're seeing if they had bulb out.
They had the big ornament balls, they had the polar bears.
Let me just say what happened.
October 17th.
Let me tell you what that's like in my car. My daughter and I were driving down Westheimer, and she goes, oh my goodness, they have up the decorations.
On October 17th.
She's so excited.
Yes. We are talking about more than 1/6 of our year devoted to Christmas decor. And
I
I
know,
love
Justin.
Jesus and I worship
Oh,
him.
You get so annoyed about this.
Well, then tell me, what is acceptable? Is it March? When is too early in your heart?
In
when
my
is too early?
heart, probably not before September 1st for sure. Like before any time after September,
It's
like at
acceptable.
the end of September, absolutely. I
Wow.
think October, November, December are this big chunk. And then you could probably stick in the first half of January.
Okay.
It's like this big chunk of holiday bliss
Okay.
and whatever you put up.
I will say this. There is one man in the Westview neighborhood who has it figured out. He starts Halloween decor with The Nightmare Before Christmas. And it's that guy.
And he stays
And
up
then
the whole
he just
season.
puts a Santa Claus hat on him because apparently at the end of the movie, he becomes Christmas guy. Like, I don't know what the movie's about, but I think it's clever that he starts with this character from Nightmare
That's
Before
pretty
Christmas
clever.
for Halloween. And then when it switches after Halloween, he just kind of like puts a Santa hat on him, changes a couple of things, and it's just Christmas decorations.
Can I just I want to say the people who actually put out Thanksgiving decorations, you're next level.
I
like-
can't imagine.
You're next level.
Yeah.
If you've got stuff out for Thanksgiving,
Mm-hmm.
that's
Good for you.
impressive.
Good for you.
So there'll be a lot of great stuff at your estate sale. I will say that.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Well,
Yes.
thank you. The next time we're together, I'm going to talk to you about the time that my family got thrown out of an estate sale.
Don't
here
say
in
that.
Houston.
You're going to forget to talk about it. Don't even say that.
I will.
Don't make any
I will
promises.
remember
No, you
The
won't.
time we got thrown out of the estate sale
Okay, great.
less than 2 weeks ago.
All right. Can't wait to hear it.
Maybe I should have started with that.
Maybe.
We'll do it next time. Thank you guys.